Hello guys, this is Sina. Welcome to the machine learning mindset. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about one of the type of pandas data objects, which is the pandas series. So this pandas series is just basically a simple one-dimensional array-like object based on its core definitions. And as is obvious from its definition, let me just correct this documentation for you right now. So it's obvious from its definition, it's just contain an array and it's a one-dimensional array. So I define this array 1D as 1, 2, 3, 4. And the defining of pandas series is very simple. We import pandas as PD, which is the popular alias, pd.series, array 1D, and then we basically demonstrate the PD series as you can see. So the left side are the indexes. So we have not set any kind of index, so by default they start from 0. And the right sides are the values 1, 2, 3, 4. So perhaps it will be easier, so we define values in a way that you may not basically confuse them with the indexes. Let's put it as 3, B, 7, and C. So yes, so here we have indexes and values. So with PD series dot values, we can basically demonstrate all the values as you can see, and PD dot series shows the indexes. It's going to be the range stop is 4, and the step is y, is simply showcasing the indexes. So the stop is 4 is basically non-inclusive, so it doesn't contain 4. And you should know, but it contains zeros. It's inclusive of 0 and exclusive of the upper bound of index. So now we can define indexes in a custom way. So the same way we define the pandas series with our array. So now we can simply start indexes from 1, 2, 3, and one of the indexes cannot be even string. So we can have many different kind of indexes. There's no restriction on that. So as you can see, the indexes are 1, 2, 3A, and the values are 3B, 7, and C. So we want access to the elements. So let's say we want access to element 1 with index 1. What is going to be the output? So 3, because the index 1 is going to be 3. Let's say some index that we don't have there. So 5 is not there, so we get an error. It was obvious. Let's just get back to using, for example, 2. And 2, the value is B. And let's say we have a string index here, A. When we put it like this, the output is C. So you can ignore the outputs, they are pre-populated as my previous experiments here, so I just prepared the code for you. Here, when the index is A, the output is C, and it's obvious. If we want more than one index, we have to embrace them in an array, like this. So we want index 1 and index A as above. So we should get 3 and C as the output. If we do it the other way and we don't use basically the array, so it gives us error here, because this indexing, the indexes should be in arrays by themselves. All right, so if we continue, let's say here we use the indexing, and the last part of this tutorial is, let's say we simply want to do some logical operations. So it's PD series equal to 4. Let's find it. So it returns empty because there is no element here that equals to 4. So, but we do know that there is an element equal to 7, for example. Let's say we're looking for 7. It returns 3 and 7. 3 is the index and 7 is going to be the value. So in case we want to basically only return the index, we can say, okay, this thing is going to be the index and this is going to be the value with 1 and oopsie. Oh yeah. So here there's a keyword error. Let's just remove it. So okay, yeah, we do have the indexing here. We can simply just use the basically 0 indexing to extract the index, but we do have the index and basically the value here as the returned elements that contains something that this condition holds. So if we say, okay, let's find the elements that PD series is higher than 3. So it says it's not supported between standard string and int. So it says in this situation, as we have different kind of indexes here, it's not just basic, it's different kind of values here, some of which are string and some of which are basically number. So of course this is not supported because all of them should have the same type, but the equal sign always is there and we can use it. So make sure if you want to use some sort of Boolean operation, so you make sure that here the values are of the same type, otherwise you get the same error that I had. So this was a short tutorials on Python data object as the basically very basic, one of the very basic data objects in Pandas. We just covered Pandas series. In future tutorials we are going to talk about different Pandas series as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment and ask questions below. See you soon.